Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Rügen. We're going for a custom achievement, the Emperor's Pirates. We have to grab the actual achievements, AAA Credit and Even Better than Piet Heyn, while not touching the Empire. Essentially, you can find the whole ruleset down there in the doobly-doo. Now, there was some confusion is a strong word, uncertainty on my side as to what counts as an Empire province. Early on in the campaign, we decided not to take Holstein here, even though we could have. It was not owned by an empire nation, but it was an empire province, and we decided against it. We released it instead, and it seems to be that that is the intention of the designer of the achievement as well. We're not supposed to take an empire province, no matter whether it's currently owned by somebody or not. So this one here, these provincial parts here, are part of the empire. They belong to somebody who's not part of the empire, they are part of the empire. So we wouldn't be able to touch this. However, there's the question of Ostfriesland. Now, I might be confusing this, but I remember this being the following. I remember Ostfriesland being part of the empire and Groningen not being part of the empire. Which makes some sort of sense with modern day German borders as well, I suppose. But right now Ostfriesland is not part of the empire. Now I don't know whether I can see that in the history. Yes, they left the Holy Roman Empire in 63. So from all I can see rules-wise, we're allowed to take this. You could argue that it's still in spirit an empire province and we should not be taking it, but rather giving it back to the empire or something. But that becomes very hard to track for me, because then whenever I take a province that's somewhat empire adjacent, I would have to check whether it has been in the empire at some point. So I don't feel like making that a rule. I think this is off limits. Anything that is currently marked as part of the empire, I don't get to take. Unless, I would say, just in case, if it's a province I previously owned and I lost to somebody, I can take it back. Right, if we lose Zeeland here, which we made part of the empire, if we lose this for some reason and then we take it back, I think it's fine to take it. But nothing like this. We don't get to do this. But for all all I know, I suppose, Ostfriesland here, East Frisia is fine to take. Alright, speaking of the empire, before we go into the game, can I press the button to add more provinces to the empire? I can press the button and I will add 9 provinces and I will do so. Also this, I mean clearly this should be in the spirit of the game. And it would be absolutely against my own interest to add provinces to the empire if we were not allowed to take stuff back that we previously owned. So I think this seems fine. Okay, what is going on? We have a spy network in Muscovy you can probably use. Since there don't seem to be any efforts on the Novgorodian side to break away from the Muscovite anymore. I mean, they have a lot of liberty desire. I don't have anybody supporting them. I was wondering whether I want to claim in Novgorod or whether I want one in Muscovy. And I assume I should probably take one like Rügen, which I'm pretty sure, I'm like 97% sure, Bisa told me when we played our campaign over here. Was it a Stver? I think it was a Stver. How this is pronounced. But I forgot. Let's grab Pskov. There you go. And, well, grab claim on it. And continue. Now we have a bit of a money issue. We're not making as much money as I would like. And Bisa completely correctly pointed out that running my heavies here as part of my privateering fleet is very expensive. I talked about that a little bit anyway. And I would almost certainly gain more by putting those onto mothball. We're paying 0.61 ducats per month. We would pay half if we put them on mothball. And it's quite unlikely that the one trade power that they provide is enough to make 0.31 ducats or 0.3 ducats. So yes, I would be saving money. That is probably also true for the galleys, although the math is less bad. Because they only cost, well, they only cost 0.04 ducats. That's a lot cheaper. Dang, that's a lot cheaper. Fine, I take my heavies. It's sad because I like having a huge private fleet here, but it's probably true. It's probably true. We're gonna leave Leafland because it provides 1 trade pop per boat in the fleet, so it's actually probably my most potent boat in the whole fleet, given its size. But all these ones will go into mothballing and only be unmothballed when we go to war. You folks go back to protecting that trade. Not protecting that trade, privateering. So not hunting pirates, privateering. Good. You folks go into someplace. I'm gonna send you over to Schleswig, but actually I feel like I have a shipyard somewhere. I'm not swimming in shipyards, that's for sure, but Rügen might have one. Yeah, Rügen does have one. So I'm gonna put them into Rügen itself, so that we can unmothball them a bit faster, if that becomes necessary. Apparently we fought some rebels, I already completely forgot about that, but I don't even remember sending this. This must be my automatic rebel suppression popping off here, right? Yeah. We're just helping our subject here. They probably also need help with those peasants. They're just peasants. There's a lot of them. A lot of them saw. Oh no. Ooh, speaking of a lot of them, I believe a lot of things. I hope that's not recording. That is recording. I'm sorry for that. Let me just close Discord there. Did that actually end Discord? I think it did. No, it didn't. Quit it. Leave. Okay. There's a way I can turn off third-party overlays on my recording, but that would have been a bit fiddlier here right now. Okay. There's looting we can do here, but again, Empire provinces, we don't want to do that. What was I about? Right. It's not conquering new states, although that's technically an interesting button to press at some point, eventually. I thought I had upgraded another center of trade, maybe not. No, I built like buildings instead. Still want to do that. But also, yes. Our war exhaustion is almost gone, right? It is at 0.38. I'm going to let it drop off completely, then core the rest here. And I should probably then consider more wars. No, I'm not going to invest any more in Republic tradition because we're almost capped. Next election is in 2 years. Am I going to overcap? Yikes. I am, aren't I? That's a mistake. What can a man do, right? Also, we are only going to have one more re-election of Richard Kurzhöfer here. Which is a bit sad. Anyway, so we have mill to spend and we're not going to spend it on a guy. What can we spend mill on? We can spend none of this. We can spend mill on generals. We only have... No, we have 3 and they're pretty good. So we're not interested in that. Is my general in charge, my admiral in charge of my privateering fleet? It is, alright. It is. They are, I suppose. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the development route, aren't we? We're gonna find ourselves a place, ideally one with a good efficiency on manpower, but probably that doesn't really matter. And we're fine just doing it in Lida. Now, why do there's so much corruption going on? I know I'm not paying it off because I was hoping for my modifiers ahead of time, positive stability, to change that, but it's very slow. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't want to pay it off right now. So, Lida. What's the Lida? Is that a Swedish province? Feels like a Swedish province. Or it's over here. It's over here. A horse. Oh, you're probably in the wrong trade node, aren't you? If Vilna is, then Lida is 2. Well, then maybe I don't want to develop you and rather want to develop something else. Let's have another look. We had other candidates, right? What's the candidate? Gotland sounds fine then, I suppose. Develop that island. We do not need to run missionary strength here anyway. I think, because we don't own Tioharad, right? No, we do. But it must have zeal going on, and it does for a long while. So yeah, easy switch over to encourage. And then go ahead and pop some mill in there. And then, right, let's do a quick edict pass. Because I'm sure we have some, that's actually not that bad. We're only running in force in South Karelia, which I don't even know if that's still needed. It might be. Viborg, yeah, we're converting Viborg, right? I think that's all right. Yeah, okay. Very surprised by my own frugality there. Sure, it's called frugality. Okay, we took Madagascar back. Madagascar? Oh, you brought some more troops. Where did those come from? You might actually be able to deal with Placentania. If you're not... no, cancel. That's not at all what I meant to do. Not even close to what I meant to do. Privateer the channel, please. And then you don't do that. Don't ship over. Go back to suppressing, I suppose. Could, no, we can't drill, I don't think, in my subject's territory. Alright, my boats have arrived. I can mothball them. Do I also mothball my... Wait, these are galleys? Oh, they were on the raiding spree. Right, let's get them over here. Have them join in on the raiding fleet. They might be worth their money. Might. Being the operative word. And we're gonna have to split them off anyway later to do some more extra coastal raiding. I really should consider getting some individual provinces in places. An island here. Like, imagine we had some sort of Mediterranean island. Like Corsica. Who do you belong to? To Genoa. It's probably not trivial. That's actually not that hard to strike them. They have no friends. Even with the Trade League, they have no friends, really. So here's my thought process. If we take Corsica, then we can raid everything up to here. So Côte d'Azur, then Gulf of Lyon. And we can raid the Baleares, it's up to here. We can raid the Barbary coast, which is funny. We can raid down here, and we can raid the Italian coast. Now, there's a chance they all utterly raided. Yeah. Okay, maybe not the best place to do it. I mean, there's a lot of money down here, but there's those Barbary pirates going around taking everything. So that might not be what we're looking for. It seems kind of difficult to do the same in France. I mean, if you had Nantes, that would be cool. Give us a lot of range here. But actually, it's also not that bad. Milan, Lucca, and Utrecht. And we're talking Provence, so actually Provence is not tiny. It's not huge either. Where to declare on you? Yeah, that'd be kind of fine. And it would give us pretty good raiding range. Now, we don't know whether we want to raid the Spaniards really, because we're currently trying to butter them up and maybe get them to be friends, which might actually work out. Potentially, possibly. So we might not want to raid anything here. And we can already raid... No, we can't raid the Straits right now. We can. Yeah, we're raiding up to the Straits, but we're not raiding the Channel nor this. That's not insane money, but certainly money around there. I think that's certainly a thing to consider. It also gives me some tiny bit more range on the Isles, not tons. Still. Okay. I don't think over here is as rewarding. Alright, let's unpause a bit. We haven't really... No, I've done a bit of it, I suppose. Converted Viborg, which means the state is now done, right? I remember seeing that. Yes. No edict, and then go and convert something else. Like... probably one of these 29 1.1s. Like Bohuslän or Elfsborg. There don't seem to be any centers of formation currently busy converting Sweden, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to state this, but yeah, I mean, governing capacity is already foobar. Force unity. And do it. It claims to be super expensive, but it's not gonna be that expensive. Because we did state it. Autonomy should go down on the next monthly tick. Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. And actually coring would make it slightly cheaper, I suppose. So let's do core Bohuslän. We're still slightly more exhausted, but not a lot. So that's kind of fine. And we will lose another teensy bit of cost here, I think. What did it say we're paying right now? 0.84. Down to 0.77. Look at all that cash money. We're still losing it. Frickton. What did I miss? I should have reduced my fleet maintenance by mothballing these folks. I did move you out and did not add you to the trade fleet. That doesn't... What happened? Didn't I put you back on the mission? I mean, that explains why we're not making money. First of all, you're not transporting, ever. Second of all, let's meet up. So, I know I stopped them when I accidentally set the transport order. But I was sure I'd put them back onto privateering. And remember being in the menu. I don't know. Still buy Miltech, still don't want to do it. Not ahead of time. How are we doing on that? We're still not quite done with the great idea group here, no. Cash money is still to be delivered. Cash money. Yes. It's gonna be so much money from that 33% privateer efficiency. You're not gonna believe. Election. Oh, we died. That is good and bad. I mean, it's bad that we died when we really wanted to re-elect. But it's kind of good that we died now and not after the election. What are we looking for? Do I want a well-connected smuggler today? I think our... Yeah, the Buccaneers are heavily in charge, so we don't need to worry about any of that. The smuggler would help with our espionage ideas. It would also help with being behind on dip tech. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. Go smuggling. We're so high on admin power that I don't think I have any good reason to wait any longer. Yeah, war exhaustion is down. I'm gonna call all here. Do I make a bunch more states? I guess I do. Don't remember which ones they are. Could use the ledger to find out. But that seems like a smart move, and we don't do those around here. So instead I'm just going to do manual pass. Ooh, that's... yikes. Really need to work on that governing capacity. I should probably have taken the admin idea group. Actual administrative ideas. Administrative? Yes. But really didn't want to. Limited design subject. Does that allow me to turn on the money button on Polotsk? Very close to. We do have a free diplomat. Let's just butter up our vassal here a bit, and then they should be happy. How about the butter in Spain? Which falls often on the plane. Yeah, we need them to flip to friendly. Or what? I mean, army strength could help a bit. My navy strength is not enough? You're a bit high, bit on a high horse there, Spain, I think. Probably beat up your freaking navy. What do we do about that? I could scornfully insult one of their rivals. Which means France or Mr. O. None of which are my rivals, are they? No, they're not. But I can still do that for some opinion. And France hates my butt. Because I don't want to say hates my guts anymore. Let's just confidence out these folks and see what that does. Cost me 5 prestige, but it should give us a boost in opinion. It's not going to be enough though, right? Opinion won't do it. Well, but opinion might make them more likely to flip. I think I'll spend the prestige. Even make our friends the Austrians like them more, like me more. So that's good. Oh, that didn't do much at all. 25. Did not realize it was that terrible. Offer vassalization. Yes, please do. Just flip to friendly, please. I mean, there's really no reason not to. AE is going to drop down, but that's really not... It doesn't exist. If they would stop... What? Oh, Lithuanian claims. Yeah, I can go back there eventually. If they would stop to want my subject stuff, then that'd be great. But that is overseas stuff, right? So that's... I don't know how likely they are to do that. Do we have 2 admirals? Must have. Yeah, I do. Oh, but the one here is gone now, probably. Yeah. So it was my ruler. Ooh. I mean, this one knows how to fight, but this one knows how to drive a boat, to steer a boat. And that's what we need right now. Money is going up again, since we're now actually doing the thing. Okay, here comes the Polish war on the Austrian side. I mean, the Austria against Poland. Which I guess I'll join. Anyway, we're in support of the Emperor, right? So we gotta join. I don't like it. It screws up my truces to the Lithuanians, the Polish, and the Swedes. And it also makes me go to war again here for probably no gain of my own. So do I want to mark any provinces as of interest? I assume I won't be able to mark... Oh, I already do. Can you mark Warsaw? Okay. I mean, that might be enough to make it actually interesting to participate, generate some war score. The Swedes don't really have a fleet, so we should be able to just use a few galleys. The Polish, do you have a fleet? Do you have a bit of a fleet? Is that you? No. I will accept. Did this screen show me the actual boats? Yes, it does. 14 galleys, most of which are Polish, and that one Polish heavy. So if I take like 20 galleys or something to the Baltic, should be dominating. Sure, 22 galleys, seems fine. The rest of you keep making that cash money. You just have a rate button, you did not. Priority of the English channel, I did just tell you that, didn't I? Yes, good. Just double checking because somebody has been pressing the wrong buttons there in the past. Now, do I need to go and actually fight? If I want participation, I suppose I do. You do have 41,000 folks. I could just generate participation by beating up the Swedes a bunch. That sounds a lot more fun. Let's give a leader to those mercs and siege down Skaraborg. And let's get straight into the Swedish heartland and occupy it all. We might still have to go deal with the Polish, but for now I think I'm happy to do something along these lines. I know I'm besieging in the most ineffective way possible. Inefficient? It's effective. It does what it's supposed to do. It's just not efficient. So yeah. Can't blockade that because it's not a coastal province. I even fudged up having somebody in Burkaland, but that's fine. Because we have somebody to do it. Are the Austrians getting beaten here? Hey. I mean, I guess I'd join this war too. In the hope that we have enough defensive layers here that we don't need to worry about actually getting ourselves attacked by the Mr. O here, but well, they might get into Polotsk. Do I accept that war? I mean, I have to. Not literally have to, but it's very much in the spirit, and it's not the League War. I can argue for the League War that it is the wrong religion, and I mean, yes, we're behind the Emperor and all that, but they're the wrong faith, so really we can't. I'm really sorry about not being able to help. But this is a different matter. Oh, are they fighting the League? Oh, they're fighting the League again, right. That again, Ottomans? This time they brought me as well, but they're trying the same thing they did before, where they take on the whole League and nothing but the League. Let's keep going through here. Let's see, we're currently making 11.6 ducats in spoils of war, but that's probably not quite correct. Can I see how much we're doing in privateering? Is that split up here? Looting, blockading, English Channel there, 11.6. Wait, isn't that what it said on the tin also? It is. I'm confused. Anyway, 11.6, and I'm gonna take the idea that gives me 33% privateer efficiency. I don't think it's gonna update immediately. I might. Never know with these things. Spoils of war, 11.6. And I know I have wars I have to focus on, but I want to know. 11.6 becomes... It was 11.06, right? Not 11.6. Thank. So we made like half a ducat from that idea. Yeah, you know. Okay, you get in there. You there, you there. I think the Danish are in the other war, aren't they? On the side of the Austrians. Not in our war against the Swedish. No. It war with a bunch of people, but not like that. Ooh, that's a lot of immense. Where have we seen that before? Down goes Skaraborg. That was quick and dirty. You're going to Oplanda. I'm gonna try and have you crunched here. My subject has not been able to deal, but they're transporting slowly. So they should be able to deal eventually, I think. Spain, we're on the same side of a war right now. It's kind of close. His confidence side went down a bit. It's not quite good enough. Would I be able to do this in a war? I would, because we're in the same war. It doesn't actually call you into another war. So if somehow I could flip this by 14 points... How do I get 3 diplo reputation? Answer, I don't. I mean, technically I could increase my army strength. And my army is a bit tiny. Doomsday on the Xylisco. Doom! Ulrich, grab somebody that can actually fight here. Go and fight those Swedes. Wonder if there's something I can do to fix my relations with the with the Spanish. Oh, the Poles are in the south. That's good to know. Weird, but good to know. It's kind of annoying that the Austrians are focusing so much on the Polish and having the Ottomans crush them. But maybe they get overzealous and then once the Austrian-Polish War ends, they can go and fix things. At least one would hope. I don't think you actually need to go all the way here because we have the mercs doing stuff. Do I go and occupy... I mean, I want to, right? I want to occupy Finnmark. Let's grab... Yeah, 2 siege boys. Seems great. Grab a 6 in 1 stack. Go for Finnmark. Have the rest, once again, be split very inefficiently. Because I apparently can't use my buttons anymore. I mean, I'm failing to use my buttons, not... It doesn't work. It's just me who doesn't work. Not sure I'm doing this quite particularly well, but it seems alright. Well, you're actually fighting your rebels. You're sieging down Holstein, Poland. Not okay. We don't need a full... Don't need all of y'all to be blockading this. Then again, there's not really a blockade of the Swedish lands we need anymore. Wouldn't hate a blockade of Finnmark. Yeah, but I suppose I'll grab some more of these galleys then. $11 should suffice. Privateer the channel. You folks get north. Blockade Finnmark for me. And oh, a lot of Poles in this world. A lot of Poles. Losing that Highlands fort would be sad because it's so easy to defend. Well, easy. In as much as anything can be easy to defend against the Ottomans. Which is probably not a thing. How is my participation considered right now? Not very. 6%. Even though I took the Swedish capital, eh? Influential power holder in Western Götaland, or we lose prestige and we get a half price diplo rep guy. Tempting. I'll take him. I don't know if I can afford him, but I want him. So there's that. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna get the requisite participation to be given anything. If they were even willing to do so, which they might just not be. Spursland? Oh no, Elfsborg, which we can't do because... Why? Oh. Is that a good one or a bad one? Reformed. Bam! Gonna go with resistance to reformation there. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna try to do something. And then we're gonna find ourselves another place to convert, and then we're gonna put another cut in this here video because we got stuff. Time is over. Where's Newland? Newland. There it is. Enforce unity. And go. And then put a cut in here. I don't know how this is going to work out. I mean, surely the Polish War is won, or will be won. I don't know if we'll be considered to be participant enough. Probably not. I'm going to certainly try. Taking the fort in Viborg might give us some score. Maybe fighting a battle against Poles down here. Doing some blockade. This is add a little bit to the score, not like tons. But then the real question is, how does this Ottoman War go? And I think it depends heavily on the Spaniards. Now, they're currently beating up an Ottoman fleet here. It's not much of a fleet, mostly transports. But they're beating them up. They might have issues fighting this Ottoman fleet, though. That's a scary one. But still, reducing their size matters. Don't see insane amounts of troops. There's 25,000 there. There's like, I don't know, 40 here maybe. And a bunch of Portuguese. Seems like there should be a bunch more Spaniards somewhere. They're like all the New World. I mean, if they ship over, that would be nice. It's a lot of folks, but I mean, there must be a bunch of Spaniards sitting somewhere. Right here at 100,000 or something. 72, it's not 100. But hey, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything else to say to me, then you might as well do that down there in the comment section. And holy fudge, that's a lot of cannons. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.